Hey folks, it's Jim from the Movie Rewind, and with the remake of Total Recall coming out this Friday starring Colin Farrell, I thought I would review the original Paul Verhoeven action classic starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger plays construction worker Doug Quaid, who, unhappy with his life, wants to make a trip to Mars and instead goes to Recall, a company that uses memory implants to give its clients experiences of fabulous vacations to give him the memory of going to Mars, but as a secret agent. However, it goes terribly wrong, and Quaid finds out he actually is a secret agent who has become a threat to the government and was implanted with a memory of a domestic lifestyle. He then travels to Mars to find out more about his identity, along with the man who implanted this memory in Quaid's head. Those are practically the most basic plot details. I would reveal more, but why spoil the fun? This film has so many twists and turns that part of the fun is seeing it for yourself the first time. I'm not sure what direction they're taking this remake. I'm assuming it's going to be far more serious and less comical than the original, and I think that's a shame, and I think it'll be quickly forgotten in my opinion, because that original film just had so much personality thanks to director Paul Verhoeven and Schwarzenegger. Verhoeven directed films like RoboCop and Starship Troopers, really sharp and funny satires, and he directed some bad films here and there too, like Showgirls. But he had a knack for comedy, as does Schwarzenegger, and they were just a great team. And there's something about Schwarzenegger action films that you just can't put a formula on as to why they work. There's something about Schwarzenegger, it's just difficult to duplicate. It was his screen presence, it was his charisma, it was that heavy, thick Austrian accent, and every line of dialogue he said, whether it was intended to be funny or not, was funny. Schwarzenegger is surrounded by a fun supporting cast. You have Rachel Ticotin, I believe I'm saying that right, as Melina, a resistance fighter, and a love interest to Doug Quaid, and someone who can help Quaid find out more about himself and his real identity. There's the super sexy 1990s Sharon Stone, who played Lori Quaid, Doug's wife, who turns out also to be a secret agent. Absolutely gorgeous woman, complete knockout, a work of art, beautiful. If there was any proof of God's existence, she would have to be that proof. Beautiful woman, and if I was Doug Quaid, I would be willing to live a lie if she was my wife. Next up is Michael Ironside, the right-hand man to the head honcho bad guy, and he's Michael Ironside. He's great in everything. He's always a terrific, scummy scumbag. And yeah, there's nothing else to say. It's Michael Ironside. Enough said. Lastly, there's Ryan Cox as Coagan, the governor of the Mars colony, who is raising the price of air and pissing off a lot of people in the process, such as the Resistance. I think the most baffling thing to me about this remake is that it's only 22 years after the original, and the original has actually aged pretty well, and it doesn't feel all that dated, and that not only includes the film itself, but also the visual effects and the makeup by Rob Bottin. In fact, some of the visual effects and the makeup feel a bit ahead of their time. There are these nice, clever visual touches too, thanks to Verhoeven, like a woman using a device to polish her fingernails, to Schwarzenegger running through an X-ray machine. As expected, veteran composer Jerry Goldsmith provides a terrific score, providing a lot of urgency in the film, always moving forward. This sharp and funny script is filled with so many great Schwarzenegger one-liners that I dare not spoil them. And unlike a lot of other Schwarzenegger films, there's a lot of ambiguity in this film. There's a lot of questions and ideas and themes of perception and memory and reality and fantasy, and you're not really sure if what Quaid is going through is real or if it's merely the memory implant or dream that he is going through. So overall, Total Recall is a thoroughly entertaining film with a lot of interesting ideas and themes, but also a lot of action and a lot of humor, and it has a woman with 3 breasts, and I can't think of another movie that actually happens to have that. So hopefully, if anything, the remake will get people to check out the original, which I think gets better and better with time, and I forgot how good it was. So that's it. Have a good day, folks. Until next time.